Educational GMAT. Your partner in your GMAT journey.
This is again a very tricky question. It'll take time, guys. It'll take time. No, don't worry. Official question can be laborious. Actually, we'll do it in a couple of ways so that the approach is clear in both. What fraction of the remaining votes must be against the resolution so that the total count will result in a vote of 2-1 against the resolution? So again, what will be the best approach, friends? To quickly draw a table, right? So yeah, so let's quickly draw a table. Suppose total votes is 1. Now, when 2 by 9 of the votes have been counted. So when 2 by 9 of the votes have been counted, how many are in favor of the resolution? Very nice. 3 by 4 of those counted, right? So 3 by 4 of those counted are in favor. So obviously the remaining 1 by 4 are against. Correct? What fraction of the remaining votes? Tell me how many are the remaining votes? 7 by 9, right? 2 by 9 have been counted. So remaining votes are 7 by 9. What fraction of the remaining votes, let us say F fraction. Oh, no, no, no. What fraction of the remaining votes? So let us say F fraction. What fraction of the remaining votes must be against the resolution? Let us say F fraction must be against the resolution. So which means how many votes are against the resolution? 7F by 9, right? What fraction must be against the resolution? So by the way, if F fraction of the remaining votes, are you guys with me? If F fraction of the remaining votes are against the resolution, what fraction of the remaining votes are for the resolution? If F is against, then 1 minus F will be for. Are you guys with me? Right? Okay. Now, so total would be how much? I think I should put total over here. So total, obviously, total number of votes is 1, right? And how many votes were in favor? So if we just calculate this would be how much? 6. Correct? And this would be 1 by 18. Am I correct? Right? So in favor is how much? In favor total is how much? 1 by 6 plus 1 minus F times 7 by 9. No, this is the total. So I'm basically coming from here. Kavita. 1 by 6 plus 1 minus F into 7 by 9. Agreed? And similarly, how many votes are against? Total 1 by 18 plus 7F by 9. Right? Now, what's the requirement? 2-1 against the resolution. Can you tell me what does it mean 2-1 against the resolution? Will the resolution fail or pass? Resolution will fail. In fact, the number of votes against the resolution, right? The number of votes against the resolution must be 2 times the number of votes for the resolution. That's what's meant by 2-1 against the resolution, right? So against the resolution is 1 by 18 plus 7f by 9, and against the resolution must be 2 times of the number of votes that are for the resolution. And then, believe it or not, you solve for f, which is what we want, right? What fraction? F. So we can do it, and in fact, let us do it. I know. So we are doing this way, and then we'll look at a shortcut also. So let's do this. So I am multiplying this by 2, right? So 2 by 6 plus 7 2s are 14 by 9 times 1 minus f is equal to 1 by 18 plus 7f by 9, right? So this is going to take some time, guys. This is going to take some time. Oops, where am I? So 1 by 3, right? This is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 plus 14 by 9 minus 14f by 9 is equal to 1 by 18 plus 7f by 9. Correct? So we take constants on one side and f on the other side. So 1 by so 1 by 3 plus 14 by 9 minus 1 by 18 is equal to 14f by 9 plus 7f by 9, right? So we take obviously an LCM of 18, right? So let's continue doing that here. We take LCM of 18. So 6 plus 28 minus 1 is equal to, and the LCM is 9 on the right hand side, 14 plus 7, which is 21f, correct? So this is how much, guys? 33. 33, and notice this gets cancelled, right? So 33 by 2 is equal to 21f, right? So f will be 33 by 42, right? Which would be 3, 11 and 14. So 11 by 14 is the answer. This is largely just a simplification and nothing more. 11 by 14 is the answer. All right. Now, this is a longer way, guys. This is a longer way, which perhaps would be the only way that will strike to you as most appropriate in the exam. Let's do slight shorter way also. Let's do a slight shorter way. So the table is all fine. The table is all fine. Now, what do we do with the table? Now, what do we do with the table? If we notice in this particular case, just give me a second. Let's remove all of this. So what's the requirement? The requirement is that total count will result in vote of 2:1 against the resolution. 2:1 against the resolution. Which means that since we assumed total number of votes as 1, and the total count will result in 2:1 against the resolution, which means, do you agree that 2/3 of the votes should be against the resolution and 1/3 should be for? right? So in other words, how much this does this represent? 2 by 3, right? So we could straight away do this as 1 by 18 plus 7f by 9 is equal to 2 by 3, right? Because this is the total number of votes against the resolution, but then it should result in 2 is to 1 against the resolution, which means 2/3 of all the votes should be against the resolution. So this is obviously 2 is to 1 against the resolution, Kavita. 2 is to 1, right? So 2 by 3. 2 for and 1 against. So that makes a total of 3, right? So total of 2 out of the 3 votes should be against. Guys, are we clear? Okay. So from this, what do we get? 7f by 9 is equal to 2 by 3 minus 1 by 18. So again, we obviously take LCM. So 3, 6, so 12 minus 1, right? So 7f by 9 is equal to 11 by 18, right? So this gets cancelled. So what is f? 11 by 14, which is the exact answer that we were getting earlier. But this is much quicker. Where are you stuck, Kavita? But is it clear now? So 11 by 14 is the answer that you get. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? Okay. So this is the approach that I have taken, right? Notice the total number of votes against the resolution are 2 times the number of votes for the resolution. And then you just solve for x here. So 11 by 14 is the final answer. All right.